YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. I am Jody Joe. Thank you guys so very much for being here on this Friday. There's some things that are on my mind that I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of talk in the media right now about, you know, we're in a really touchy time in 2019 going into 2020 with the election coming up, with the Me Too movement still going strong, with people lashing out against the Me Too movement, with pushbacks, with murders and mass shootings and all kind of shit, sensitive people on social media, suicides. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world. Like, it feels like the end times, you know what I'm saying? It really feels that way. But there's something more specific that I want to talk about. I want to pinpoint throughout all this shit. I want to try to get the least filthy political way. I don't like to talk politics on my channel. It's just not what I'm about. But there is something that I just want to get the one thing that I can feel like I'm qualified enough to talk about and not completely make a fool of myself on camera. You feel me? So let's go ahead and target one. Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle. No, not that. That. Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle came out with a stand-up comedy special called Sticks and Stones about 3 weeks back. And in that stand-up routine, which was fire, by the way, he proceeds to go ahead and give his opinion, catered, with jokes, but giving his opinion on the social climate that we live in today, which is something that I often do on my channel. I'm very vocal about how I feel about the society that we live in, how I feel that we've been just crumbling for the last, 15, 10, 12 years or so. It just feels the last 6 years for sure have been the worst. But dang, something's changed about this country and our society. Something's off. And he said that there's issues with Me Too, how Me Too is a good thing, but it kind of killed off a lot of people's career. He talked about Louis C.K. He talked about how people come at him on his shows. People misconstrue his words and put words in his mouth and lash and castrate and come at him with the savagery in the news articles and blogs. And they try to tear him apart. And I remember true comedy specials. What Dave Chappelle said ain't shit 15 years ago. Nobody would bat an eye at this shit. And in the 90s, forget about it. In the 80s, come on, dog. No comedy history. Ain't nobody batting an eye. And what Dave Chappelle said, I heard Rodney Dangerfield say some savage shit. The stuff that comes out of Eddie Griffin's mouth back in Eddie Murphy, Martin Lord, Bernie Mac, man, Red Fox, everybody, Richard Pryor, all these, George Carlin, come on, bruh. Basically, Dave Chappelle, so in response to the stand-up comedy special, he got freaking 0% on Rotten Tomatoes at one point when they were reviewing it. And 99% audience score. Critics score 0. I think it's up to like 30% or whatever, but after the attention of the media and all that, but it doesn't freaking really matter. The point is that this is a comedy special. It's comedy. There's one place where you should be able to be safe to tell a joke that might offend people, but it's just comedy, though. Comedy is supposed to be that safe haven where you can tastefully, no, you can't just go out there and just say whatever the freak you want, but tastefully and put jabs on there with some clever, as long as it's funny. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got a good joke on that motherfucker, you can pretty much get away with anything in comedy. Well, not anymore, ladies and gentlemen, because my man is getting put under the fire. Burn him, witch! It's a witch hunt out for that man. But, he's not going to get canceled because he's Dave Chappelle. This is what he's been. He's been canceled. And what I mean by that is not because, what do you mean he's been canceled, man? He's making a lot of money. Netflix gave him $40 million. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in the public eye. He's shattered out of the public eye ever since the Chappelle Show incident. $50 million. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? He's still under the radar. He books his shows. They sell out. He does little specials. He out of his way. He does a couple movies here and there. He had a little guest appearance in A Star Is Born. He kind of Chris Tuckered, but a little bit thicker, right? So that's what I mean by like canceled. Like he's just not in Hollywood. He ain't effing with Hollywood. And Hollywood ain't effing with him. But he's still getting his bread. You know, we still show support for funny comics, and he's one of the GOATs. My opinion on Sticks and Stones is one of the greatest stand-up specials to ever come out. And it's probably one of the greatest stand-up specials. I think it's the greatest. I think that Sticks and Stones is the greatest stand-up special to ever come out. And the reason why I say that is because of the time we live in. Is it the funniest stand-up special to ever come out? Heck no. It's top 10, but probably the bottom half of top 10, right? It's because in 2019 we're so soft and pussy that for him to come out and say what he said and touch on the topics and ideals that he touched on in 2019 in front of that audience, in front of the freaking world, is ballsy. And we needed that shit. And it's the biggest breath of fresh air that I've experienced since Beyonce left Destiny's Child and came out with Crazy in Love. You know what I'm saying? And that alone is why it's probably the single greatest. It was so needed. It was so needed. It was like walking the Sahara for 2 weeks, and right before you pass out, a freaking genie pops up. Boop, hello, with a cold, one of these, a liter of Evian, bruh. With it extra cold. So cold that it's got a light gray tint over it because of the mist. And the little bubbles is dripping down. The lines dripping down because of the perspiration for how cold it is. Would you like an Evian? In the middle of Sahara, bro, right before you die. And you just chug that motherfucker. Oh! That's what the Sticks and Stones was to me. Now, I understand people got offended by that shit, SJWs or whatever, women and gays, trans, tripping out and shit. But there was SJWs, men, women, gays, and trans enjoying it and laughing. So I'm like, what the freak is going on? Why is it such a big deal? So then I look at it. I'm like, okay, he's Dave Chappelle. What else about Dave Chappelle? Oh, he had that Hollywood incident. What else? Oh, he kind of walked away from the white man and his money. That's how a lot of people see it. Oh, he walked away from the white man. Me personally, I just felt like he didn't want to reinforce the stereotypes. I'll take his word for it. He didn't want to reinforce negative stereotypes. I'll take a look even deeper. He's black. That's something. And the reason why I take a look at the he's black thing more now than ever is because of what we see here in this picture. Because to the left of him is a white man named Bill Burr. Bill Burr, I got introduced to him through the greatest show of all time, Breaking Bad. Ishtar. I'm almost done with season 3 of Better Call Saul. Fire! He was he was a guest star on that show, him and Huel, who was played by Lavelle Crawford. So 2 comedians, and Bill Burr and Lavelle Crawford, I was introduced to them through Breaking Bad. No, I wasn't. I was introduced to Lavelle before. But they were both on Breaking Bad. I didn't even know he was a freaking comedian. But I do know that he had a special that came out a few days ago. And on Netflix. And I said, let me check this out. I watched it. It was Sticks and Stones Part 2. It was glorious. I freaking loved it. It was funny, smart, a little ballsy, a little over the top, but funny. Spoke his message, spoke that real. He spoke how he felt about crumbling society and about how women and men are soy boys and shit. And I'm like, dang, there goes another one. I'm like, God dang it, Netflix, you killing it. Netflix signed Bill Burr for a fire special, gave Dave Chappelle fire money for a flaming special. Eddie Murphy's gonna come, and he's kicking off a tour next year. Netflix, you could basically say you revived Eddie Murphy's career. Because off that money you gave him, he'd be like, shoot, man, hey, if Dave could do it, I could do it. He about to go do that shit. Ava DuVernay, you came out with that, the way they see us, 4-part. That's the best piece of media on Netflix right now. You need to go watch it when they see us. Ava DuVernay on Netflix. You can stop this video now and go watch that shit. You're welcome. I'm sorry. It's sad, but then it's happy. But it's masterful storytelling. It's a great story that needs to be told that people need to hear. So you did that with Ava DuVernay. You just signed Patty Jenkins to make her own television series. Netflix is killing that shit, bro. They're like, Disney Plus? All right, for sure. Hulu? What's happening? They're doing their thing, right? And it's like, wow. I'm looking at Bill Burr and I'm looking at Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones, and I'm weighing the two like a pair of titties. I'm like, ooh, which one is more dense than the other? They're perfectly balanced on my Thanos sheet. Perfectly balanced. Like that freaking sword tipping on Gamora's finger and shit. The dagger. They're the same to me. They're the same because they're all different jokes. Yeah, different execution, different style, different country. One was in the UK, one was in America. That does play a lot into it too, a little bit. But it's overall the same message, the same feel. These are two men who grew up around real motherfuckers who's watching society crumble. And they have the most powerful tool. Not the tool of lawmaking. You know, politicians try to change laws and make laws to make it hard for black people and gay people and trans people to exist in this world, and I think it's wrong. They make laws to try to make black people and gay people and trans people and women to have better, more freedoms and more opportunities than blacks or Asians or Latinos, and that's wrong too. You have cyber bullies, you have people who vlog and blog and writers, lots of different ways of getting messages out and making an impact into our social climate. But there's nothing more powerful than what a stand-up comedian could do. He could get up there and riddle some jokes out, make people laugh at very touchy, uncomfortable topics while still maintaining his statement and saying a statement powerfully to the world. That's powerful to me. So I look at these two guys, right? And I'm like, what the frick is, something's weird here. Because these are equally the same. These men have worked together before, as you can see. The stand-ups are basically saying the same exact thing. In fact, I think Bill Burr might have taken his a little bit further than Dave Chappelle did. What I mean by that is they both took it about as far as they should have, as far as each other could have. But the difference is Dave Chappelle's was a little bit more funnier and more cleverly delivered. Bill Burr outright just said shit sometimes. He just outright said shit. And those ain't jokes, bro. Those are just statements. So that's bold. So for one being a little bit more bold than the other, but the other one being more finesse and more impactful, but they're both the same message. They're equal. All right, to say they're equal. Two specials, same network, controversial shit coming out their mouths. But only one of them getting castrated and called out in social media. I'm not talking about little tweets here and there. I'm not talking about one article here, one article there for Bill Burr. I'm talking about the entire media coming out and making a big fuss about Dave Chappelle talking that stuff that he was talking. Because do you know why that is? Because the black man opened his mouth and said some shit that he shouldn't say. So all the white women and white men and whatever the freak else, Asian, about his the impression, like, grow the freak up. What the freak is that? That ain't shit compared to the shit that we get. You big bubble lip, black, dumb, stupid son of a big cotton picking, and you tripping off of man, you soft, bruh. This is going to tell you, some people could freaking laugh at the jokes about other people, but when you make a simple little joke about them, they can't take it. Thin skin, translucent skin motherfuckers, bruh. Look like the doppelgangers from the 6th day when they didn't get completely cloned and shit. But when the black one does it, it's more impactful. You could argue Dave Chappelle's more popular. That's why. Nah, it's not. Because it's right there on the same platform. Big title spread, Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones. Got replaced by who? Big title spread, Bill Burr. Same exposure. So it's not that. I'm just looking at like, all right, this nigga said this and this white man said that. Freak what they both said. That motherfucker, but let's get this nigga right here. That's exactly how I see it. And this is not, I'm not pushing for that. This is all that's left. So I have to be like, oh, this is the only difference between these two is their color. And it's sad, man. Y'all coming at Dave Chappelle sideways. They're attacking him, but Bill Burr's chilling. I mean, every freaking article. I read so many articles against this. It was all in the news, all over TV, all in the freaking social medias. Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones, offensive, blah, blah. This guy needs to be out of Hollywood. He needs to be done. He's offensive. He's homophobic, transphobic, racist, bigot. But Bill Burr could have a 5-minute bit ragging on the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, for 5 minutes, wrecking her shit, saying she don't even have a job. The First Lady is not a job. Basically wrecking Michelle Obama. I'm not offended by it because it's freaking comedy. But a lot of people ain't saying shit. I'm like, And I personally feel some type of way about that. Bill Burr can say whatever he wants, bro. I thought his stand-up was funny. But it's the people that attack Dave that choose not to attack Bill. And something's wrong there, man. What that tells me is that we're just in a bullshit cycle. This whole women is everything. You got a freaking women monopoly, bruh. Miss Monopoly, where women make more than men. When the women go past go, they make $240 and the men only make $200. What the freak is that to teach the people of this freaking world? And the kids gonna grow up. What the freak are we doing? This is just bullshit. It's deflection, deception. It's what it is. They don't care about women's rights, just like they never really cared and still don't care about black people's rights, or Latinos people's rights, or Pacific Islander people's rights. What else I got in me? All right, that's about it. Or Native American people's rights. There we go. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a freak. They only care about what's hot, what's popping. Oh, it's hot to love women? We love women more. Oh, what's going on? Oh, remember the black guy? Oh, black guy in the sitcom. Put a black guy in there. Sir, we can't. What do you mean you can't? Put a black guy in there. It's the 90s. You got to have a black guy. That's the rule of Hollywood. But sir, it's a television show about the Klan. We're the KKK. You can't put a black guy. Somebody's got to get lynched. You're right. I'll put a couple black guys in there. Shit is crazy, bruh. For me, it's all deception. This is all a game. This don't mean nothing. Because in 10 years, this won't even be a thing anymore. I honestly believe that. We'll be on to the next wave. What do you think the next wave will be? First it was gay, trans, what still is? LGBTQ question mark. Or LGBTQ plus then a question mark. That's the sheet. And in 5-10 years, what'll it be about? Gene splicing or something? Mutation? We're only going to get worse as a society. We are not going to get better. These are the end times. We have gotten worse. I feel sorry for my son. I'm trying to safeguard and protect him. My son's 10 years old, fourth grader. No, he's not 10. He's about to be 10. He's 9 years old in the fourth grade. And he still doesn't know what color is. Thank God. When we say black, he thinks the color black. And but a mistake when he hears it. But we purposely keep black, white from out of our dialogue when our son is around. Or even when we're talking to our son. Because I don't want him to know what brown and black is right now. He's too freaking young for that bullshit. They're just people. And we've made it this far. 4th grade, 9 years old. That's pretty darn freaking good. Pat on my back. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. He's getting to that age. Like, he's self-aware. He's aware of his body now. He's aware of how people perceive him. His perception is going through the roof. It's going to be a tough time. 5th grade, junior high. Oh, my God. Junior high is the worst time for a child growing up in life. It's when they figuring out who they are. It's when they figuring out who the freak they are. If they gonna hop on a D or not. If they gonna eat a pea or not. If they gonna suck a D or not. If they gonna rob or not. If they gonna kill or not. If they gonna be in school. They gonna double down on books. What they gonna do? They gonna smoke. They gonna drink. They not. They gonna be a nerd. They gonna be a dweeb. They gonna be a geek. They gonna be a jock. They gonna be a cool guy. They gonna get bitches. They gonna get niggas. What's gonna be? They all figure that shit out in junior high. I was there. I was all doing all kind of shit. So, the fight continues. The only thing that I could ask you guys to do is safeguard your own. Safeguard yourself, your mind, and your children and your family. Because this is only going to get worse. The best thing we could do is, I don't want to put my beliefs on other people. I'm perfectly fine with gay people. I got gay friends. You know what I'm saying? We all about that sus life over here on Jody's Corner, baby. Got a lot of gay subscribers that watch my channel. Love y'all. But it's not about that. It's not about women just taking over everything and do. It's not about that. It's about imposing. When you impose, it becomes a problem. And honestly, and I'm being real, no bullshit here. The LGBTQ community, let me rephrase that. The way the LGBTQ community is being represented through the media and women, white women, are imposing on me, on my son, on my family, on my friends, on you, on the world. It's imposing. It's not let me exist. It's not about let me exist and get mine. Let me share with you. It's move out of the way some and let me get more. And that's wrong. I don't care freak what it is. I don't care if it's black. If it's black and it's imposing, it's wrong. But we never impose. We just trying to get ours still. Can I get this 40 acres? All right, I'll settle for a mule and a jawbreaker. But nah. When you impose and enforce your belief on other people, it's wrong. And that's what I refuse to do. I'm going to do me. And I ask that you guys do you. Don't impose. Don't impose your bullshit on trans and gay and black and women. Just live the life that you feel that you need to live. And keep it within your own freaking doors of your house. Don't let that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why we have our private lives, and we need to, and this shit, it's this motherfucking shit right here that ruined this freaking society, bro. You could call the SJW, you could call it Black Power, you could call it Mexican this, you could call it Asian that, call it whatever the freak you want to call it, bro. But it's this, and what I mean by this. I mean by what's in this motherfucker, bruh. It's that freaking social media, bruh. The internet and social media killed off our society. And it's only gave us stage 3 cancer. We in stage 4 now. Society 2019, stage 4 cancer. It's bad. It's all social media's fault. But then again, who made social media? We did. Who gave it power? We did. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Just stay true to your own thing. And just that's all it is. As far as Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle, we know it's wrong. And we know it's effed up. We know it's not right. But then what the freak can we do about it, right? All I can do is give my opinion. Right here on Jody's Corner on the platform. And just say that I see things, this is imbalanced. This isn't right. This shouldn't be this way. And that's all I could do. I'm not finna go, yeah, pitchfork, yeah. Nah, I think I've done my part. That's all I'm saying. I got an eye on it, bro. And you can't say this, she don't look fishy. And that's all I'm saying. And that's where I'm gonna leave this. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. It's difficult when you're talking controversial stuff because, you know, you don't want to piss people off. But if it comes to pissing you guys off and being honest, y'all gonna be some pissed off motherfuckers. Because most of you guys are subscribed to me because you know I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So that's just the way it is. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I appreciate you. New merch is out. This wave 1, wave 2 is out. Full art covers the entire t-shirt, bruh. You think I'm lying? We can go check this motherfucker out right now if you want to. New merch on Jody's Corner, bruh. I want to give you guys a little glimpse at what I'm talking about. Jody Cap Soups full art. Let's take a look at this right here. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's good looking. Look at that. Full art t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. Front and back. It's new. $35 a shirt. Better quality. Huge images. Teespring.com/store/Jody's Corner 1. It's out now. Take a picture with yourself in any of my merch that's on my site. Send it to me. I'll feature you on Jody's Corner Live. You will be on my channel. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I am Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces.